to stifle MARWIN TAYWAN on the other side, who has just been spectacular in orchestrating this offense of Abra.
Well, MARWIN TAYWAN sat out that game against Manila, and we are underway. Abra in white, Pampanga in purple and blue. Oh, purple and blue there, mix. And orange, of course. Dave ILDEFONSO knocks down the three to start the ball game, and we are off. Jay Castroverde, Edmar Avis, Elaine Subere, and Mark Roncudo ang ating officials. And Larry MUYANG with the answer on the other side.
And I don't think there's any doubt in this game that all of these players, especially the important personalities, they are locked in for this matchup.
Absolutely. JOLO MENDOZA, nothing but net on the three.
You know, that's a guy that you can't allow to heat up. And if you give him that space, he's definitely going to go up for that shot. JOLO MENDOZA once was one of the top scorers here in the league in his time with Rizal back then.
Oh boy. The way they are moving on the floor right now, itong dalawang kupunan natin, they are, kung hindi pa naman excited sa laban na to, ewan ko na lang.
Binilugan nila yung matchup na to sa kanilang kalendaryo, di lang siguro isang beses.
Lars MUYANG will launch it from beyond the arc. Almost got that one to go in. There's an early sub here. John Oduba is set to check in. Taiwan to CHIU. He's blocked. And CHIU goes back to the bench. Replaced by John Oduba.
Notice that Pampanga is trying to speed up this game, so he inserts Oduba to try and keep up with that. ILDEFONSO, just enough hang time on that shot. Here he goes to the other side of the baseline, and NERMAL putting his hand down in the very last minute to be called for that foul.
Two-time Coach of the Year, Coach Vice Governor Dennis Delta Pineda is in the house.
And glad to have him back here in the MPBL, watching the game, supporting his Pampanga Giant Lanterns.
Of course, Coach Pedic Di Matulak is the head coach. 8-5 is the count. They go to NERMAL. The fade away from John NERMAL. He misses. Rebound. Alfred Batino. Only one pass there. Oduba runs the floor. No go. And that's two on NERMAL.
What a bullet pass delivered there by MARWIN TAYWAN. His vision has been extraordinary in trying to involve his teammates here in Abra, trying to make sure that everybody eats on this loaded squad.
Here's MARWIN. He's wide open. Yes! MARWIN TAYWAN. And yan ang dyan talaga sobrang effective si MARWIN TAYWAN, because when you leave him open, he really keeps the defense honest.
Tama ka dyan, because MARWIN is also accustomed to putting the ball in the hoop. Again, he was once the face of the Navotas Clutch here a few seasons back dito sa ating liga. That's why he's no stranger to scoring the basketball.
And working with Orlan Wamar all those seasons in San Juan has really helped him develop his game, as well as Dave ILDEFONSO. You put him on a sweet spot right there. Dave ILDEFONSO will certainly punish you.
Importante dyan, if you're Pampanga, I think it should be part of their game plan to try and send a double team right away to try and help him give up that basketball, because once he puts that ball on the deck at makabuelo siya, mahirap na talaga siyang pigilan.
Great defense there on the help from Alfred Batino, forcing the miss from Chris LALATA. Early goings ng ating laro, 6-point lead for the Weavers. Here's Mendoza, nakawala. JOLO misses the finger roll. BINUYA is able to recover from an injury. Taiwan was all over BINUYA. No call, only an out of bounds call here. This is the play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
A strong drive to the basket there by Dave ILDEFONSO.
That's short para kay Archie Concepcion. 13-7 is the count. Mendoza. Goes to Batino. That's a foul on Alfred Batino. Unable to control the pass from Jolo Mendoza.
So far, I've seen Abra go into that two-man action, ball screen on the one side. They pick a wing, and then they go into their offense with that, and then they just let the ball flow right into the hands of the scorer. So it's up to the ball handler to make the decision, and then the movements after that is more probable on what the defense gives them.
Taiwan will get the roll. MARWIN Taiwan.
If you're Raymond BINUYA, you have to keep it step with MARWIN Taiwan. He's giving him a dose of his own medicine here.
BINUYA, jumper won't go. 15-7. Unti-unti lumalayo yung Abra dito early on. Jolo Mendoza. Back to MARWIN. Dave ILDEFONSO wants it against NERMAL. Dave for three. No. Muyang with a rebound. Another foul on Alfred Batino.
That's going to be the second on Batino. The defense, that's MARWIN Taiwan.
This is a good matchup here. Lars going to use his heft against Raven, but he elects to pass to NERMAL, and it's a steal by ILDEFONSO. Taiwan to Oduba. Gets it to drop off the glass.
Wow, MARWIN Taiwan dishing out, scoring. He's been
Season 6 a year ago. Reached the playoffs as the number 7 seed and had the tough challenge of facing Pampanga in the first round. Ended up in a 2-game sweep. And now the Weavers loaded up during the offseason and are at the top of the North as MARWIN Taiwan knocks down the 3, his second in the game. 20-7 for Abra, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
They are just picking this Pampanga defense apart. Itong Abra, and MARWIN Taiwan has been at the forefront of that attack. Even defensively, they've been giving Pampanga all sorts of problems.
Ayon, jumper, yes.
And the field goal percentage of Abra has been above 54% right now. 7 out of 12 from the field.
They look very sharp, Abra. Lars using force to draw the foul.
Abra thought that it should have been a travel, but instead Muyang getting the whistle for the foul.
Chris LALATA, obviously not 100%, gets replaced by J-Mo Igilos. Meanwhile, let's check in with Andrea Indicio.
Coach Vice Gov Dennis Delta Pineda proudly shared to me na talagang nag-request ang Giant Lanterns for him to be here tonight. Ramdam niya yung pressure on the side of the boys, so he gave them the sweetest words before the game. Maglaro kayo ng galing sa puso. Para sa Pampanga, hindi lang para sa panalo. Of course, a W would definitely be a cherry on top, but knowing his boys, pressure will ruin their flow, and being a JIT gets them out of rhythm. Before going out of the dugout, you can see comfort in the eyes of the Giant Lanterns, knowing that the father of this team has got their back. Si Delphin Happy.
Maraming salamat, Andrea. Of course, nandito nga, Vice Governor, 2-time Coach of the Year, Dennis Delta Pineda. That's a steal from Archie Concepcion, and Archie will lay it in against Mike Ayon.
I think for Pampanga to get back into this game, they have to start with their defense, and that's exactly how Archie did that, forcing the turnover, but that's just too much aggressiveness galing kay John Fa.
And he will be important here, John Fa. Archie Concepcion picked the pocket of Mike Ayon.
Timed that spin perfectly by Ayon. Concepcion able to finish on the other end.
Taiwan, the bounce pass to Chiu.
Wow.
Finishes up top against J-Mo Igilos.
It's a point guard masterclass here in the first quarter for MARWIN Taiwan. 8 points and 4 assists.
Archie for 3, in and out. Rebound, nakuha ni MARWIN Taiwan to Dave ILDEFONSO. Taken away by John Ashley Fa. To J-Mo. Now with John NERMAL. Nermal is blocked by Chu.
That's exactly why they got him on this team. To protect the basket at all costs.
Ayon will fire from beyond the arc. That's short. Muyang with the rebound. The bump from Chu and the foul on Abra. Fourth team foul for the Abra Solid North Weavers. What a play right here. Para kay MARWIN Taiwan. That those ball handling skills and then the vision. Para kay Chu to thread the needle. Nermal sits. Pasok na si John Lloyd Clemente. Alan Mina also coming in for Archie Concepcion. Let's see how this second unit will perform here for the Giant Lanterns. ENCHO Serrano is on the floor, the former Giant Lantern. He has played only for Pampanga in the league until his move to Abra. And Alan Mina scores immediately against Dave Ildefonso.
I think Mina could also play an important part here in this game against Abra. His scoring will be definitely needed. But apart from his scoring, he's going to have to play defense against the not so easy to guard Dave Ildefonso.
That's the sheriff right there. Dave Ildefonso. One-on-one coverage. I don't think he will be stopped with that.
And that's why I was saying earlier that there had to be a need for some special play defensively. There had to be some special schemes in place in trying to stifle Dave Ildefonso, because one-on-one coverage is just not going to cut it.
Clemente against ENCHO Serrano. Clemente with Abra last season and now back with Pampanga. ENCHO finds Raven Gonzalez. Beautiful two-man game. Weavers up by 16.
Everything
Muyang
is just so easy right now for Abra. They don't even seem that they're having a hard time. If you look at Pampanga, you could see on their faces that they're really having a lot of difficulty trying to deal with this offensive juggernaut. And Abra just seems to be riding those bicycles in the park.
Clemente will miss. Rebound, Aguilos inside, blocked by Raven. Muyang is there, blocked by Raven, but a foul.
Definitely a clean block upstairs, but there was contact on the body down low. And he was able to draw that even before that shot.
Muyang with 2 free throws. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
I'm sure he's met a lot of pressure this season, Larry Muyang, playing for Pampanga this year and trying to fill the shoes that Justin Baltazar left. But in my opinion, that can never be filled. You know, it has to be on Larry to create his own legacy with this team. And I think so far, he's done a wonderful job with it.
29-15. Recovery by Ayon. Chu is fouled.
They're making all the right reads. They're not rushing it. They're really anticipating what the defense is going to give them. And it seems that every movement has been well calculated for these Weavers.
Minute and 5 seconds remaining.
Wow. 12 rebounds already in this game para kay JHU.
Unbelievable. And we're only in the first period. No,
that's not right. Yeah,
that's
that could not be right.
JHU is at the line. He misses the second, but the tap ends up with JHU. 30-15, under a minute to play. ENCHO. The spin, and Clemente very much aware of that move of ENCHO Serrano. Muyang finds Fa. had to lean back a little bit against Raven Gonzalez. Serrano forcing that one. Tip in, won't go. And a whistle going against the Abra Solid North Weavers.
Yeah, that foul's going to go against Echo Serrano, which means there's going to be free throws for Pampanga here. Egilos will be the one taking it.
It's all about rhythm and flow, and Abra is in there at the moment. Pampanga still looking for that.
I think it really has to start defensively para dito sa Pampanga. They cannot rely on just trying to outshoot itong Abra, because right now, even offensively, they've been having a problem. Only shooting 27% from the field while they're allowing Abra 11 out of 17. That's 64%.
Simon Camacho is in the game. Travel on Simon. Took an extra step there. (30-16), 20 seconds remaining. Fifth turnover for Abra. Only 3 turnovers for Pampanga, but they're staring at a 14-point deficit. Fa to Mina. He'll launch a 3. And one of the rare times na Pampanga has the size advantage sa ilalim with Paundo on Camacho.
And Paundo realizing that, getting the better of that matchup. Drawing another foul here against Abra.
(30-17). GP goes 2 for 2. Don Capunan is here already, and Simon Camacho misses on that half-court shot. And 10 minutes of this matchup between the two giants of the North. David Defonso so far showing the way para sa Abra Solid North Weavers with those 10 points.
Yeah, and Marvin Taiwan also backing him up. It was absolutely amazing in that first quarter. He orchestrated that offense perfectly. He was finding guys and also scoring along the way, backing up David Defonso with 8 points.
Back here in Lucena City in the province of Quezon. Second game of our Saturday triple header. Abra against Pampanga. Vince Alcoriza to Jmo Egilos for Pampanga. John Lloyd Clemente, Alan Mina, and GP Paundo completing the 5 on the floor for the Giant Lanterns. Alan Mina grabs the offensive rebound. Here's Allen. Drives left, finds Alcoriza, quick release. No, Egilos with the offensive rebound, finds Alcoriza, foul on ENCHO.
That's a bump on ENCHO. And Serrano telling his teammates that they got to box out. That's an offensive rebound given up again by Abra. They were able to give up another offensive rebound earlier at the end of the first quarter when Paundo was able to get that offensive rebound leading to 2 free throws.
And in comes Marvin Taiwan for Encho Serrano. GP. Alcoriza. Bumagsak si GP Paundo. Nobody on him there.
Kind of got in a little dislodged there. And Pampanga still continuing to search for answers here.
12-point game. Marvin Taiwan is back on the floor. Pinapahirapan siya ni Renz Alcoriza. Ayon. Against Jean-Lloyd Clemente. Gonzalez providing the pick for Mike. A 3. He misfires. Rebound ni Allen Mina. Allen gets it to GP, but they go down low to Jamo Igilos. Inside, Jamo powers through.
Now, he looked so uncomfortable, in an uncomfortable position. He was going up against 3 white shirts there and just nonchalantly converting on a hook shot.
Josh David. Gonzalez, 8 seconds to work with. Back to Josh. Joshua David for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound controlled by GP Faundo. Pampanga will run. Renz goes between the legs. Labas kay Faundo. Takes the free throw line jumper. That's short. And the difference here for Pampanga, I think it's just their intensity has just been ramped up.
I think yun talaga yung nagkulang, especially dun sa kanilang starting unit. Maybe it might be the nerves, maybe it might be some other things, but Abra certainly took advantage of that. And these guys from the bench have helped fix that. And right now they're just down by 10 points. The defensive intensity has really turned up a couple of notches.
Inside they go. CJ Austria taken away by Faundo.
Because you compare right now the offense of Abra to the offense that they had in the first quarter, it was just so easy. It was like they were running drills. But right now, they're actually showing resistance, talking about Pampanga.
They're asking for a 3-second call. They want to dump it to Jamo Igilos. Now, how hard has he been working down low against CJ Austria? Even CJ Austria has been...
Oh, he looks gassed.
Naparami yung masahe ko dun ah.
Austria looks gassed after that encounter. But Igilos, this is what he does. That is why MPBL teams continue to salivate for his services, because of that role that he provides as that enforcer inside the paint.
Clemente had to put it up. Wow, what a shot.
Well, that's just good defense, but better offense from John Lloyd Clemente. They got it down to late into the shot clock. Just a second remaining on the 24, and Clemente, just an amazing make here.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And what an effort from Jamo Igilos as he goes back to the bench.
Quality minutes, he really has been one of the reasons why Pampanga has been able to restore some semblance of order, at least to themselves here in this game. But obviously, still 8 points for them to catch up on.
CJ Austria. Here's Ildefonso against Clemente. The spin from Dave, the jumper. He swishes that one through.
And Pampanga continues to play him one-on-one. There hasn't been any change in coverage. Clemente trying his best to keep it step all the way, but Ildefonso just way better on that sequence.
Two former teammates in college, actually, David Ildefonso and John Lloyd Clemente at NU.
Tambak.
Ooh, I thought that was a foul. David is ahead of the pack and count the basket. Well, the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And again, who did that pass come from?
Marwin Taiwan.
Marwin Taiwan delivering another great feed.
Will they add? Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
A sportsmanlike foul on number 23, Allen Mina is first.
Wow. I did not expect that at all.
CONCEPCION for Allen Mina.
That's a big call. And it effectively also continues to derail the comeback attempts of Pampanga because the Vid just completed a three-point play and now they have possession once again. You see here, I'm sure Alan Mina was just trying his best to try and prevent a three-point play opportunity or just an easy layup at that, but he wasn't able to do it.
Did that hit?
Parang hindi nga tumama eh.
Yeah, but you can claim that the intent was there. ELDEFONSO backing down on NERMAL. Austria traveled.
The step went by first. That's a good call against Abra.
35 to 22. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Archie CONCEPCION. Archie trying to go downhill. MARWIN TAYWAN. MARWIN TAYWAN misses. That would have been a big time basket. Here's MARWIN. Dave. CJ wants a crack at Faundo and he draws the foul in GP. These young guns, look at them. Almost all of them fresh out of college, taking on veteran pros here in this matchup.
Yeah, and they're making these veterans look like they're newbies here in the league with the way that they're tearing the defense apart.
CJ Austria makes the first free throw.
Yeah, they just can't seem to do anything right defensively. Again, they already were able to establish that intensity that was needed to force Abra into those misses.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by CHIU Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
But ever since the starters of Coach Yong in MARWIN TAYWAN and ILDEFONSO were sent back in, nahirapan muli ang Pampanga.
Sonny Steele, first time in the game. The foul on TAYWAN. 13 foul on Abra.
Foul on number 4, MARWIN TAYWAN.
Yeah, you can see there's a conscious effort to really try and attack the basket here for Pampanga, but Abra just so good in keeping their feet in front of the person they're guarding.
NERMAL forced that one. Larry Muyang gets it to draw plus the foul.
So NERMAL has struggled in scoring sa laro na to, but good thing Muyang was there to clean up the mess.
Well, they need him to take charge, really. You to see John NERMAL, but you want him, they need him to be efficient as well.
And so far, not a very efficient night para kay John NERMAL sa laro na to, only with 2 points.
37 to 24. TAYWAN gets away. Jumper. Got it.
MARWIN TAYWAN.
He is a bad man. MARWIN TAYWAN.
You can't say anything negative about his game at the moment because he's been making a lot of good reads. When the scoring opportunities are there, he's going to take it. But when it's time to pass, he's going to make the right decisions.
39 to 27. Archie CONCEPCION nails the 3 ball. 12 ang lamang dito ng Abra. Raven shoots and scores. And Harry Muya quickly apologizing. Alam niyang that should have been his assignment there. Had his hand down against Raven Gonzalez.
He wants it back, but the double team comes.
NERMAL. He'll fire. No. Gonzalez with the rebound.
I thought the pass to Concepcion was more appropriate there considering Archie just hit the 3-point shot.
Dave ELDEFONSO fade away.
That is just not fair.
Unfair. Absolutely unfair.
Very jump shot by Dave ELDEFONSO.
Grabe yung angulo na yun sa fade away na yun.
He released the ball.
Number 16,
Malapit na sa mahulog sa ground eh. see how far back he had to lean on this fadeaway, but still looked so balanced.
Yes. That's it's a beautiful looking shot galing kay Dave Ildefonso. 43-27. He still is at the line. He misses the first.
Well, that's the thing too with Pampanga here. They don't get a lot of scoring opportunities, but when they do get a chance to get to the line, they have to make the most out of it. So far, 7 out of 10 ang Giant Lanterns from the free throw line.
He still gets the second one to drop. Andre Arminion is the fourth point guard utilized by Coach Pedic here.
Yeah, they've tried different guards time and time again, and they're hoping that Arminion might be the solution to this problem.
That is MARWIN TAYWAN actually.
Yes.
Ildefonso against NERMAL.
Yeah.
Dave, that's an offensive foul.
Clearly a ward off with the offhand as he got past NERMAL on the attack to the middle.
That's a technical from Coach Yong. I think Coach Yong saw something with Raven Gonzalez and Archie Concepcion and had to emphasize it. But it did appear negatively.
Well, they've been arguing a lot of calls in this game, and I think our officials just had enough of it on that particular scenario.
For unsportsmanlike behavior.
A technical free throw para kay Archie Concepcion.
Technical free throw for Archie Concepcion.
And Coach Yong continues to argue his case. I think he just wants na sana nakita lang din yung nangyari kay Archie doon.
Well, it happened right in front of referee Jay Castroverde. And here was the offensive foul.
That was the offensive foul. That was clearly the right call, but there was something I think that happened that caught the eye of Coach Yong na dito na natin masyado napansin.
Archie goes downhill. Concepcion. Masyado malakas sa kanyang layup. Ildefonso for three. Short.
Yeah, that's a push on Uduba. Still is trying to do his best in holding his own.
Things are getting a little chippy here. Abra already over the limit.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2 free throws.
We're still the Giant Lanterns needing a champion's response here in the first half. Already on the ropes, down by 15 against the Abra Solid North Weavers. 3:38 left. It still is going to the free throw line.
And moments like this, you know, you could use as spark plugs for you to try and get back into the game.
Misses by Concepcion, and is still
Free throw is beginning to be a problem right now.
and it was a problem when they lost to Basilan.
Yes.
8 of 13 at the line para sa Giant Lanterns. And still 0 for 2. Arminion able to track down the miss. They go to NERMAL. Concepcion has it. Archie. David is there. Archie. He gets it back. Drop pass to MUYANG. That will not get there in time.
Wow. Stifling defense for Abra on enforcing that shot clock violation against Pampanga. There was simply nowhere the Giant Lanterns could have gone on that offensive set.
I like how Josh David stayed low against Archie Concepcion there.
They're very disciplined in defending these Pampanga players sa laro na to. They're sticking to the game plan and just making sure that the man that they're guarding is always in front of them. They play the man and the ball so well.
This time a good block galing kay Larry Muyang. Raven Gonzalez now with Uduba is there. Ildefonso to Taiwan, a 3. Yes, sir. He's been lethal. MARWIN Taiwan.
And that's coming off a scoring opportunity for Dave Ildefonso. He curled off of the screen, but seeing Taiwan was wide open, he did not have any qualms about releasing the pass to an open MARWIN Taiwan.
Chance at the 20-point lead para sa Abra. Dave. Gonzalez with a pick. MARWIN, the extra pass. David for 3. Yes! Abra just toying with Pampanga right now. It's a 21-point lead here in Lucena. And guess who's here? We do have a surprise appearance from our MPBL chairman and founder, Manny Pacquiao. He's back in the... And Abra has come roaring back here. And they've dominated the first half of this regular season matchup here in Lucena. Larry Muyang scores to trim the deficit to 19.
They've been having their way all game long so far, offensively, defensively, and they've been very methodical at it. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything too much. If they're playing as a team, it doesn't seem like somebody's forcing the issue. Maybe save for some ENCHO SERRANO plays earlier in the first quarter, but other than that, Abra has been doing everything so well.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Like naming a punch.
Yeah, things really getting highly physical here in the second quarter.
Referee Edmar Abios and Jay Castroverde there. Asking for a review. How good have the Weavers been having?
I mean, to have 49 points on 18 shots, 32 field goal attempts, that's 56%. They've done it in various ways. From the outside, they've dominated the glass, a +6 in that department. And look at the assists, 15-5. So 15 assists on 18 made field goals. That's a very good number. And to be doing it also inside the shaded area and dominating as well the fast break points. So from every department almost, Abra has been dominant.
And you're seeing MARWIN Taiwan just absolutely dominate this game in his own beautiful way. 13 points and 7 assists in the first half.
Ang sarap niya talaga panoorin because he is not forcing anything. He's making sure that his teammates follow whatever scheme that they are set to play with. And the flash for his game also still there. Hindi nawawala.
So what's the call here? What is the call here?
I think they were trying to look at a close fist right there on Archie Concepcion, but there doesn't seem to be
That's not clear.
a call against Archie.
Arminion able to tap that inbound. Na-recover ng Abra. Gonzalez to Dave Ildefonso. That's short. Muyang with the rebound. Archie. Here's Concepcion against Ildefonso. Arminion now. They go to Muyang. There's a double team immediately on Lars. Estil will fire. No good. He grabs his own miss. Binigay kay Arminion. Nasa gitna si Andre. NERMAL will shoot the jumper and he gets the shooter's bounce.
Managed to make it work despite the tight spacing that they had there. Abra just really forcing them into very tight situations. Uduba did not gamble and go out, leaving NERMAL wide open on that 18-footer.
We have a timeout on the floor. We will be right back. That's our MPBL president and founder, Manny Pacquiao, the boxing champion. I think he was rated, I think I saw the news, he was rated #1 by the WBC for August.
Rightfully so.
So, you know what, Javi, it was a really, really beautiful experience watching a Manny Pacquiao fight again live. Nakakatindig balahibo. Something that I think every Filipino should get to experience once in their life, maybe. Parang isa siya sa dapat mga bucket list eh. But I know it's difficult. Alam natin na medyo mahirap din, but I think really a very delightful experience. Look at ENCHO SERRANO miss on that layup.
I mean, to be doing the things that he's doing at 46 years old, he was just preparing for the fight for 2 months after having a 4-year layoff. That's just incredible.
Yeah, speaks a lot about his God-given, talent and ability, and really he has his physical specimen.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt about it.
He is an elite athlete. You know, one of the goats of the sport, really. If you're, kung merong basketball, mga Jordan, LeBron James, nandun si MP sa boxing.
Panigurado yan. I think if you're gonna assess his era, I think he was the greatest for that era. Hindi pa nga tapos eh.
Hindi pa tayo bias dyan, ah.
Oo, hindi pa tayo bias dyan. Hindi talaga.
Hindi talaga.
Hindi talaga, promise. Because to say that he isn't, that's really BS.
Ooh. Things getting chippy here. NERMAL has been called for an unsportsmanlike foul. It's been chippy for a while now.
Yeah, this entire second quarter, we've seen a lot blows thrown. There was the arm on the neck of ILDEFONSO by NERMAL.
Yeah, but I see that happen in rebound play in rebound plays, huh?
Yeah, and
is that an unsportsmanlike foul?
I don't think it should be.
Yeah. But the chippiness comes from the talking.
Yeah.
After.
There's been a lot of talking.
Foul on number 29, JHAN NERMAL penalty, second.
There you go. So it's just going to be a regular foul.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
I think they saw something in this lineup here with Estil. He matches that athleticism na kailangan na against Abra Solid North Rivers. Marquis is on the bench. NERMAL. And for all their struggles, Javi, they can just be down by 14 or 15 here, and ARCHIE CONCEPCION scores.
Tama ka dyan. At the end of the day, it's just going to boil down to the desire. How much do they really want it? If they continue to work hard in this game, if they continue to try and make those right things work, then this game will eventually get themselves closer.
ILDEFONSO, 3 seconds. ILDEFONSO looking for a way through. No. What a battle in the first half between these two giants of the North. ILDEFONSO. King Weaver has 15 points to lead all scorers at the end of the first half. Lucena is being treated to a great game of basketball, 50-35.